much for the introduction. Well, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for inviting me. I would have really liked to be in Riga to join you on site, because I know the Baltics are a really, really nice place from previous visits. Yeah, but I also applaud the effort to bring this as a hybrid event. I know how much effort it is to put on a virtual event or an event on site, but a hybrid event really, really is a lot of work then. And well, we have here the Magento Association that I would like to introduce you to you, and you might have heard of us before. I hope so, at least. The Magento Association has been founded a couple of years ago following the Meet Magento Association. I think you might have been in contact with us via our previous events, or by maybe some of the committee work that we do, or well, some other information you found on our website, for example. So what the Magento Association actually tries to achieve is that we want to empower the global Magento community. So it's not just an effort that takes place in one country or one region, but really around the globe. And we do this through open collaboration, education, and thought leadership. That's what we strive to do. As you can see here, that our membership actually comes from different aspects of the commerce world. So different companies are represented in the Magento Association's membership. And also, it's quite a big number of members by now, I think. Maybe not compared to all the Magento folks around the world, but still a lot of them are actually part of the Magento Association. And you see here that it's more than 2,800 members from 68 countries. And together with all of our members, we support technology projects and community events, and also offer training and education, and to make sure that our Magento world actually continues to thrive in the future. You may now wonder what we're actually planning to do, what our vision is, and for that I would like to introduce you to our 4 pillars. So these actually represent our vision and show you in what areas we're active. So first of all, there's the open collaboration that you'll see, and we have our developer education, training, and content source and open source projects. These are the main pillars that we have, and you see here there's quite a lot of our plan, and well, we can't do everything at once. So some of these are definitely plans for the future, while others are already worked on. And for many of you here, you may now think that the open source project is definitely the most important pillar here. And I would tend to agree with that, because this pillar is directly tied to Magento open source. And as you may know, for many of us, Magento open source really is the foundation for many of our businesses. But of course, we also, with that, want to engage in a great future of Adobe Commerce. And well, as you are here now at Meet Magento Baltics, I'm sure that you are interested in Magento events, which is great. And under the umbrella of the Magento Association, or in collaboration with it, there are lots of Magento events happening around the world. One of them I would like to inform you about is the MA Connect event, which is happening in June. It's an online event for the global membership that we have. It's free to attend, and there's different parts on our agenda that you might want to hear more about. And definitely something I can recommend already is that Adobe is actually represented and offers one of the bigger interest sessions at the beginning of the event. Yeah, Baltics here is not the only region with an event. There's a couple more that have already been planned on or happened during this year, and more to come. You can check these out on our website. All the confirmed dates are already there, and yeah, stay tuned for more. One thing that we achieved during the last couple of months was our Magenta Association podcast. So this first season of Proceed to Checkout, as it's called, has been completed and is published on all the typical podcast platforms that you may know about. And what we do with this with these podcasts is that we actually focus for one season completely on one merchant. So we do a real deep dive into what's happening in their field, what's happening in their local branch of their industry, how they use the platform Magento or Adobe Commerce to achieve what they want to achieve in their business. And so we bring here more of a merchant perspective that is, I think, often not represented enough because, well, some of our tech folks in the e-commerce sphere are more enthusiastic about sharing what they learned. But I think it's really time to make sure that the merchants are heard as well. So trying to achieve this with this podcast. Well, and then you might have heard that there are board elections coming up at the Magenta Association. If you look at our website, you'll see that there are actually 6 people on the board. So 5 colleagues and me. But there are also 3 vacant seats that we would like to fill. So there's enough to do for all of us. And these 3 seats, we plan to fill via 2 processes. One of them is the community election, and then there's the slate process. And the community election means that all of our paid members have the right to vote, and they get to put their vote to their favorite candidate. And that will fill 1 seat on the board. And then 2 seats will be filled via the slate process. What we have there is an election committee that runs the whole application process. They interview the candidates, and then they create this slate. So it's kind of like a selection. The slate is a suggestion that they will bring to the board, and then the whole board can either accept the slate or decline. If they decline, then the process runs again. So right now, the applications are closed as of end of April, and the voting will start soon. And if you want to take part in the voting, you will need to become a paid member. You may wonder, why do we now have a paid membership? So it was actually something that our members asked us about, because they also wanted to have the opportunity to financially support the Magento Association. And also there's the rules around how you can do these kinds of elections as they were constructed first for the Magento Association, that would then require to have paid membership. And also, of course, the paid membership offers for us an additional source of revenue that we can use to actually create what we have on our plans. And together with our support that we get from our sponsors and partners, that enables us to do the work that we do. The paid membership currently offers different tiers, so you can select how much you would like to pay, but it all offers the same benefits. The main benefit here really is that you have the right to vote on the board elections. And we set the monthly fee as a starting point of $1, so $1 per month, and hoping that that is very affordable to everyone in our community, independent of the level of payments that they would usually receive in their salary. So, and then last but not least, I want to invite you all to join our membership, not necessarily as a paid member, unless you want to, of course, but also just to sign up as a free member, to stay in touch with us, check out what we're doing, take part in our events, and see what's happening and also to make sure that you have a direct channel via us to make sure that your voice is heard and that the Magento, the future of Magento is as bright as it can be. And also, once you're on our website, feel free to check out the Commerce Co-op. So that's our blog. We have many different writers there from the community sharing their stories. And I think what's really nice to see there is how much is actually happening in our community. And even in these last couple of months that were really hard on some of us, it will show you how great the people really are in our community and what they do for each other to help. And that is something that I really appreciate. With that, I would just want you all to invite this event, the Meet Magento Baltics. If you're in Riga, make sure to maybe have a pear cider, enjoy it, and I hope you form some nice connections to other members of the community during the event, and enjoy.